of Learning Objective 1.3, suggesting objectives for retail businesses. This is the third topic in the area we're looking at. This one is about social objectives. So how does this lesson build then? So to start off with, we need to know what a social objective is as one of our key learning points. Then we're going to be able to explain how social objectives help others. And then we're going to look at analysing how social objectives actually help the business itself. Key vocabulary today will be carbon footprint, sustainability, environmental issues and a developing economy. A couple of terms, if you are a geographer, that you hopefully will be familiar with. The jobs at the bottom are related to the social issues. We've got Equality and Diversity Officer, Field Research Manager and Carbon Management Officer. Here's the tasks for Lesson 8. They're more a case of groups of questions. So we've got a group of questions over ethical and environmentally aware retailers, a couple of questions on sustainability, a couple of questions on body shop and co-op, an investigation on finding a supermarket, a global retailer and an online retailer with a specific purpose, and a challenge of 5 lots of PEE sentences. Social objectives, what are they then? Social objectives go beyond the activities of the business. They realise that retailers operate in the wider community and their actions have an effect on society. They may focus on ethical or environmental issues or helping the community. Let's start off this lesson with some research. Find some retailers who help their community in the following ways. Your job is to complete the table, those 4 names and logos on the right hand side, of a company, a retailer who is reducing their carbon footprint, a retailer who has switched suppliers so they can source organic or local produce. So those, you must see the adverts of sourced locally, offers fair trade products and supports local charities. Each of the 4 retailers needs to be different. Not all retail businesses will look to increase profits or aim for growth. Some businesses will have other objectives. There are many businesses that will try to minimise the impact of their activities on the environment, consider the needs of societies and have objectives which are based on their beliefs. For example, businesses may try to ensure suppliers in developing countries have fair working conditions, ensure employees are earning a fair wage and sourcing products from sustainable sources. So there's 2 parts of our key vocabulary. So as a little sideways, please make sure that you've looked up what those 2 terms mean. Question 5, what does sustainable sources mean? So there we go, we need to write down that key term. Question 6, find a retailer who obtains their products from sustainable sources. So write the name of the retailer, and it will be good to write an example of which products for question 6. And don't forget to write down what developing country means. Having social objectives may impact on the profit that can be made. However, businesses that focus on ethical and environmental objectives are happy to do this as they believe that they have an important role to play and the focus for the business is not profit but society and the environment. Charities such as Oxfam, Cancer Research UK and RSPCA all have retail outlets and wish to sell as many products as possible, but their main objective is not financial. It is to raise money to help them achieve their main objectives, their charitable objectives. Question 7. Find a retailer who aims to support environmental issues and describe what they do. Examples of private sector retail businesses that have strong social objectives include the body shop and the co-op. This objective may come at a cost though in terms of lower profits for the business. However, modern businesses have to be respectful of the wider community and take their social and environmental responsibilities seriously. Question 8. What is the social objective for the body shop? And question 9. What is the social objective for the co-op? Find out the 2 and put them each in their respective answer boxes or in your books under question 8 and 9. Question 10. Many retailers will have social objective as part of their business strategy. Using the internet, find example of social objectives for a supermarket, A, B, a global retailer, and C, an online-only retailer. And a hint is that many retailers will have social, ethical, and environmental policies, so that's something that you can look up when you do your internet search. A retail business that wishes to grow and increase its profits, but also have social objectives, will face some hard questions. Try it out for yourself with these below, and remember to justify your answer with because and a fact. A PEE sentence or two per question. So here we go, questions 11 to 15. 11. Should we pay just the minimum wage rates to our employees? 12. Should we promote products that might damage health? 13. Should we transfer our production of our products to countries with less strict health and safety laws? Obviously you're going to need to find out a little bit about health and safety, and then look at perhaps some regulations of all the impact of not following health and safety as well. 14. Should we source our products from a low-cost developing economy? 15. Should we buy cheaper products that need transporting thousands of miles? Don't forget to go to the next slide to answer all the star points that are indicated in the questions. You'll need to answer those points first. So before you approach these answers, click on to the next slide. There's 3 questions in it, and then go back to these questions on slide 10. In the red speech bubble on the left, what is the minimum wage? Write your answer down. In the blue question at the top, what are our health and safety laws? Write your answer down. And in the orange question on the right, what is a developing economy, which is also a developing country? Write your answer in your book or in the speech bubble. Well done, you have completed all this work for Social Objectives Lesson 8, all these 5 groups of questions.